the fact that you are a senator judge or you're a senator or senator judge does not prevent any investigating agency that has the duty to continue investigating. Pangalawa, and more personal note, sa kanya, bakit kayo nag-aalala? Kung wala namang kayong kasalanan, sige, bayaan nyo. As a matter of fact, you should welcome that it is investigated so that it can be put to rest finally. Kasi mukhang na-set aside lang eh. So, di ba mas maganda? Kung innocent ka, sige, bring it on. And then, sasagutin ko yan, then tuldukan na natin. So, that's one. And third, which I think is more damaging is that pag ganito ang mga linalabas nila na side issue na wala namang kinalaman dito sa impeachment, it delays the process. They spent like I think more than 30 minutes discussing this thing which is personal to them, but not relevant at all to the impeachment case.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Kayo, sa ngayon naman po, let's talk about other matters aside from that BIR box. What do you make out of the prosecution's decision to trim down, to significantly trim down its list of witnesses with only NBI Director Melvin Matibag left in their slate, at least for Article 4?
I think I'd like to, you can look at it in many different. One is that they're sensitive to public criticism and perception. Kasi nga, practically all lawyers and even the ordinary persons would say, ano bang pinag-aawayan nyo? Alam na namin lahat yan eh. So, binabawa. Pangalawa, dapat simplihan lang yung impeachment case eh. Hindi naman to criminal case, hindi ito civil case. So, mabilisan lang dapat ito. Logic, basic evidence. Secondly, I suppose they are more conscious now about the time. They only have so many days. Ang dami nilang mga witnesses. Third is confidence. Kasi sa tingin nila, competent naman yung mga dalawang witness at meron pang isa, napagtahi-tahi naman nila. Marami pa nang nailabas ng mga detalye na wala sa direct evidence or to the affidavits dahil sa pagtatanong mo kung sino-sino. So siguro feeling nila, gas-gas na ito, maliwanag na ito, they can move to the next phase. So we welcome that for whatever reason. We welcome that and we hope that the senators can take better control of the proceeding. Ibabalik nila dun sa mga main issues, the constitutional impeachment issues, hindi yung mga criminal issues, mga detalye ng technicality na hindi naman masyadong relevant o kinakailangan dito sa kaso nito.
Right. Attorney Cayosa, nung Wednesday, we also saw two senator judges, Alan Peter Cayetano and Pia Cayetano, already casting doubt on the intentions of NBI Director Melvin Matibag even before he took the witness stand. Paano po makakaapekto yung ganitong pananaw already ng dalawang senator judges way before this witness testifies in court?
One, it shows where they're coming from, or it betrays or it reveals their character or their predisposition. Diba? Na bakit kayo galit na galit? Mag-iimbestiga lang naman. Because that case, which is matagal na yan, talagang controversial yun. Diba? There were allegations of kickbacks, commissions, walang bidding, hindi na liquidate ng maayos, at hindi natapos yung kaso. So, if we believe what the NBI say, open case to, hindi pa tapos. Wala pang katapusan. So it's the fact that you are a senator judge or you're a senator or senator judge does not prevent any investigating agency that has the duty to continue investigating. Pangalawa, and more personal note, sa kanya, bakit kayo nag-aalala? Kung wala namang kayong kasalanan, sige, bayaan nyo. As a matter of fact, you should welcome that it is investigated so that it can be put to rest finally. Kasi mukhang na-set aside lang eh. So, di ba mas maganda? Kung innocent ka, sige, bring it on. And then, sasagutin ko yan, then tuldukan na natin. So, that's one. And third, which I think is more damaging is that pag ganito ang mga linalabas nila na side issue na wala namang kinalaman dito sa impeachment, it delays the process. They spent like, I think, more than 30 minutes discussing this thing, which is personal to them, but not relevant at all to the impeachment case. And then fourthly, of course, it is very important not only for the Senate to bring out the truth from both sides, but to weigh the evidence and decide that it's important for the senators to maintain, or at least show to the public, maintain the integrity of the Senate. So kung makita ng taong bayan na masyadong pinapersonal mo o kaya may kinikilingan ka, hindi nakakatulong yun. Secondly, hindi rin maganda na ipakita mo sa bayan na tinatakot kami dito. You know, it chips away from the integrity and credibility of the Senate impeachment court as a whole. So it's not only their personal interest, but also the image of the Senate. So importante yan na ma-maintain sana yan, bawas-bawasan yung mga ganitong irrelevant matters, bawas-bawasan yung mga personal na patudyahan nila, and then mga personal na interest nila. Kasi importante na maniniwala at nagtitiwala ang taong bayan. Either way, conviction or acquittal, na credible yung Senado.
Right. And when you juxtapose it po kasi with the decision of the Senate Impeachment Court to disallow the prosecution to explain kung bakit nila tinatanggal or wini-withdraw yung iba nilang witnesses, what do you make out of that big gap between the latitude given to the prosecutors, and then to the senator judges?
But if you are referring to the sub judice rule, yung rule 18...
Sir, no, sorry, Attorney Cayosa. Let me clarify. If we recall, nung Wednesday po kasi, naging debate at the latter part of the trial kung dapat bang payagan yung prosecution to substantially expound kung bakit nila wini-withdraw yung witnesses. I understand that it was Attorney Sheila Sison who raised that point in the Senate Impeachment Court. Pero, the Senate Impeachment Court ruled na hindi dapat ganun kalawak yung explanation ng prosecutors. Meaning, if they want to withdraw, just say we'll withdraw without explaining. But on the other hand, you have senator judges given way more latitude compared to prosecutors and even to defense counsels, perhaps. What do you make out of that big gap between the judges as well as the lawyers involved in this case? Is that actually usual or regular practice in court? And should there be some changes or at least some adjustments when it comes to a Senate impeachment court?
Well, let me just put it in proper context. The discretion and the power and privilege of the senator judges to ask questions and make manifestations, that's done within the process, within the court itself. Ito kasing kine-question nila ni Attorney Sison, and rightly so, yung mga pronouncements ng prosecution panel outside of the court, yung mga press statements nila. So medyo magkaiba yan. So there's a gap really. Yung kasing pronouncements or explanations or claims outside the court, that's covered by the sub judice rule, Rule 18 of the impeachment rules, which covers not only the lawyers and the parties, but also the senators. Ang sinasabi dyan, lawyers of the parties, and the senators should not comment or speak about the merits of the case outside of the impeachment court. Ang linaw niyan. So all of them should be bound by that. Unfortunately, the lawyers, both sides, the parties, both sides, nagsalita din yung Vice President, the senators sometimes, but to some degree, they've been violating that rule. So I think it is timely that they're all reminded about this rule. They can talk about many other things, procedures or their plans and everything, but not on the merits of the case.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog.